Well, the end of 2025 just opened up for a lot of games and publishers as GTA 6 has been delayed. We have some player numbers here for South of Midnight as well as Forza Horizon 5 on the PlayStation 5. Towerborne is going to be getting a nice update in the future that I think will entice people to now start playing it as it is available on Xbox Game Pass on console. We could get a really cool remake. I hope this is happening. It's been hinted at, so I think it will be. But before we do continue, if you enjoy daily gaming news content every morning, 8 a.m., staying up to date on everything happening within the gaming industry, make sure to hit the subscribe, share the video, and like it as well. I see many of you who do watch are not subscribed and watching multiple videos. I see that there are many users that aren't subscribed, but returning viewers. So I would appreciate it if you did hit the subscribe if you do like the content that you do see. But for now, let's jump into it. So the massive news. I mean, it's kind of surprising, but not really surprising. I was kind of fluctuating on whether this was going to happen. I was sure that GTA 6 was going to get delayed. And then Zelnick had an interview where it really sounded like he was pretty confident that it was going to release in 2025. And then Ghosts of Yote put their release date on October 2nd, and Borderlands 4 moved their release day up 11 days. And then I started to think they must know something here that we don't know about the potential release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. And a couple of days after the Borderlands date changed, even though Randy Pitchford said that the date change had nothing to do with any other future game releases, and you can believe him, that's up to your choice. I kind of feel like everybody knew what was going on here. GTA 6 did get the official delay, and it is now going to be released in May of 2026. So here is the report. This is via The Verge, and it says here that Rockstar Games is saying it needs more time to deliver the quality you expect and deserve. Specifically, this is what they had put out. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try to exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. So they're saying here is because they need to polish this game. They need to make sure that it comes out in the best form possible. And I believe there probably is some truth to that this game is so big, so vast, and there's so many things and working parts with it that it's going to come right down to the wire before it releases to make sure that the quality control is there and that it comes out in a very good state. Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't going to come out as a completely broken game. Yes, there will be probably some bugs because I think it is going to be a very big game, but they have to make sure that it is of the highest quality because we have been waiting extremely long here since the launch of Grand Theft Auto 5 for a new one into the series. The other thing you kind of have to sit back and think about is everything right now that is happening within the gaming industry, the price raises, the prices of games. It's going to be coming standard across the board by this fall, $80 for games, for first party games at least. Nintendo, Xbox, I'm sure you'll see PlayStation as well follow suit. And Grand Theft Auto and Take-Two know that they could probably sell Grand Theft Auto 6 for $100 and people will still buy it. Maybe they're waiting to see how the market fully reacts to the price raises in games, and then they will price their game accordingly. Like, for example, when the games are $80, when the Switch 2 comes out, if people are running out in droves and buying Mario Kart World and buying the other first-party games that are at that price, or even third-party games that do hit that price, same thing on the Xbox side of things, then the market will have spoken, and then you will see everything follow suit. More games going in at that price. It was the same thing that happened with the beginning of this generation when you first had the first game to hit the $70 mark, and then everyone followed, everybody was buying it. It's kind of the same thing that you do see with sports games on a yearly basis. People wonder why you pay full price for a sports game that for a lot of people just kind of looks like a roster update with just minor changes. And the reality is it's because people on a yearly basis go out and spend that full price for those sports games. And the market has said, we're okay with that. Even in the digital form, we are okay with it. That is the reality. It's the gamers that have to stop buying the games for these things to change. And they will change if they're just losing money because of the pricing of the stuff. But I don't even think at $80, we will see a huge drop off of gamers. They will still be making their money, and the reality is the pricing will still be there. Yes, there will be people that are cut out of the market. That's unfortunate. That's because this hobby has now become a luxury hobby. But again, as I talked about in my video yesterday, there are many other options in terms of how you can get games, how you can play them. And Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a very interesting thing to see what they price this game at. We've seen the rumors of it being $100. Will that stop people? We will see what happens with the pricing of GTA 6. I guess best case scenario is that it will just be $80 like they're doing with other major games that are going to be hitting that price tag. Now, the Take-Two share price dropped about 8 to 10% following this delay, because I think a lot of people are banking on a huge boost from the release of GTA 6, because they're going to make a ton of money off of this. They say here that when the NASDAQ opened, the shares dropped down to about 211 points, a drop of around 10%, and since then has risen slightly, fluctuating between around 7 to a 9% decrease compared to Thursday's closing price. So there is a little bit of panic here as to this game getting delayed all the way until May 2026. Could it get delayed again? Who knows? We also have Strauss Zelnick here, who saying that he fully supports Rockstar's GTA 6 delay and expects record net bookings this year. Regardless, they say here in a quote, he says, "We support fully Rockstar Games taking additional time to realize their creative vision for Grand Theft Auto 6, which promises to be a groundbreaking blockbuster entertainment experience that exceeds audience expectations. While we take the movement of our titles seriously and appreciate the vast and deep global anticipation of Grand Theft Auto 6, we remain steadfast in our commitment to excellence. As we continue to release our phenomenal pipeline, we expect to deliver a multi-year period of growth in our business and enhance value for our shareholders." So he's just kind of trying to reduce the panic, obviously, with the shares falling and the delay of the biggest video game release maybe ever. I think it probably will be. It's going to be so massive. But the reality is, this also now opens up the end of this year. We may start seeing a lot more actual release dates here for the end of 2025. And there could be also a lot of publishers whose plans to release their games in the beginning of 2026 are all going to be messed up. They're going to have to think about what they are going to do. It's crazy. I don't think we've ever seen a game this big and have this much control over the entire market. And of course, that is all just speculation right now. That's what people think. And I think it is true. I think this game is so massive, you just don't want to release anywhere around it, because it will dominate every single headline. All the word of mouth marketing will all be Grand Theft Auto 6. All right. We got some numbers here for some big Xbox games that have released in 2025. First of all, South of Midnight, which is very cool to see this one doing relatively successful. It hit a major sales milestone. They say here that Game Rant chatted with Compulsion Games CEO and studio head Guillaume Provo, and during the discussion, Provo noted that South of Midnight had accomplished an impressive feat in reaching over 1 million players since its full launch on April 8th, 2025. He went on to say he thinks the game has landed so well for audiences, and Compulsion endeavors to deliver quality experiences for Xbox Game Studios. So this game is, at least by the numbers wise, is seemingly relatively successful. I mean, this isn't a big game by any margin. I don't think they were expecting to sell millions and millions and millions of copies and to be a top selling game overall. But 1 million players right now is probably something that they were looking at that they could hit. And it seems like they're pretty happy with accomplishing that goal. It's cool to see because Compulsion, this is, I believe, their third game that they have made. They made Contrast, then they made We Happy Few, and now they've made South of Midnight. And Contrast was an okay game. I enjoyed it. We Happy Few, I got bored of it. South of Midnight, I still need to play, but it does seem like it is hitting. And I don't know if it's the pinnacle for Compulsion based off of things that I've heard with the gameplay and everything, but I'll make my own judgment when I do jump into it. So hopefully we'll just see them continue to expand and get better with the games that they do put out. hitting some good sales milestones will allow them to do that. Forza Horizon 5 on the PlayStation 5, of course, is going to be very successful, is very successful. It has already gained over 1 million players since releasing on the PS5 1 week ago. So, of course, Xbox is raking in the cash from PlayStation gamers who, previous to Xbox games landing on PlayStation, really just shat on Xbox stuff, but clearly they're very interested in playing the games because there are some very good Xbox games out there for more people now to experience, which I think overall is a good thing. I think that is overall a good thing that more people get to play these experiences and play these games. Towerborne, we have a quick little update for this. This is something that I think is good to hear. And I think it will reduce some of the hesitation from people jumping in and playing Towerborne right now, which is available on Game Pass, available on console and everything. And it is achievements. Right now, if you play Towerborne, no achievements are going to pop, but they are bringing an update here. And the key thing that they are saying is that the update for achievements will be added in the future and will work retroactively. That is key, because if you're spending tons of hours in this game right now, and then they add in the achievements update and you don't get those achievements, a lot of people will be turned off. Now, I'm not a big achievement hunter. I don't go out there and try to find every single achievement of every game I play. If I did that, I would just have zero time to get through all the games that I want to play or at least try out. But I do find achievements keep me engaged in it. And when I saw that Towerborne didn't have achievement support right off the bat, I was hesitant in jumping in right away. But seeing this here, that now I'm completely okay, because I know once this update gets added in, whatever achievements I unlocked while playing will just pop once the update does go live. And finally, Chrono Trigger, a remake seemingly confirmed here by Yuji Horii, which I hope this happens. This is a phenomenal RPG, one of the greatest ever made. And it'd be super cool to see what they would do here with a remake. Just how would they build it up again from the ground up? But this is during an interview on Friday with Chrono Trigger's writer Yuji Horii, appearing to confirm the existence of a remake of the 1995 RPG. And according to Reddit user DF Taroko, who was in attendance during the event, Horii says, "Let this information slip." And afterwards, the host appeared to whisper something to Horii and covered his mouth. And according to another user who was in attendance, Horii said something along the line of what you said. And the interviewer said, "What if that's true? This is big." The translator asked for a confirmation to Horii, who presumably understood that he shouldn't have said that. And the translator commented, "You have heard nothing." And this is all pointing towards there could be a remake coming for this game. So he kind of let it slip that they are working on something here for Chrono Trigger. I really, really hope this is the case. Of course, this is just a rumor at this point, but it would make a ton of sense when you're seeing kind of a revitalization of RPGs, turn-based RPGs and stuff, especially with Claire Expedition 33. A remake of this game would be a no-brainer, and it would sell very well and do very good commercially, at least in my opinion, based off of how awesome of a game it is and how big of a fan base it does currently still have from people who did experience this game originally when it did come out, or experience it years later down the line. But on the video there, if you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.